And then there were 4. Yes, hello everyone and welcome to Manchester. For one of these two sides, there will be no tomorrow in this season's Under-18 Premier League Cup, with a place in the final up for grabs this afternoon. Well, the Hammers are the holders of this competition and won't go down without a fight. In fact, you have to go all the way back to the quarter-finals in 2024 for the last time West Ham suffered defeat in this tournament. Manchester United themselves are coming to a crucial period in their season and could end the campaign as treble winners, battling for the Under-18 Premier League, the Premier League Cup and the FA Trophy. It's now or never for these two. Will United put in a devilish performance, or will the Hammers produce a result forged in iron? There's only one way to find out. It's Manchester United v West Ham United live in the semi-final of the Under-18 Premier League Cup, and it has to be settled today. Yes, hello everybody, great to have you along. A very sunny Manchester, as you can see. My name's Ian Waterhouse. I'll guide you through the action this afternoon, and what a privilege it is. We are moments away from kickoff, so let's take a quick look at today's lineup, shall we? Starting with your home side, Manchester United. They look like this. Your goalkeeper is number 1, Cameron Byrne-Hughes. 2 is Yul Helafu. 3 is Albert Mills. 4 is Dan Armour. He's your captain this afternoon. 5 is Jacob Watson. 6 is Raf McCormack. 7 is Nathaniel Junior Brown. 8 is Jim Thwaites. 9 is Louis Bradbury. 10 is JJ Gabriel. Very much looking forward to seeing him in action. 11 is Noah Ajayi. Your substitutes for Manchester United this afternoon: number 13 is Fred Heath. 12 is Joey Ashar. 14 is Jay McAvoy. 15 is Duka and Koto. And number 16 is Kai Rooney. For West Ham United, they line up like this. Your goalkeeper, number 1, Finley Hooper. 2 is Harry Montague. 3 is Joe Scanlon. 4 is Emmanuel Fujukwu. 5 is Callum Leacock. He's your captain this afternoon. 6 is Reggie Morris. 7 is Andre Dyke, the goal machine himself. 8 is Connor Brooks. 9 is Chuck Obi. 10 is Joel Kerr. And 11 is Jepta Medine. Your substitutes for West Ham this afternoon: 12 is Thomas Jonla. 13 is Lonra Awesu. 14 is Jonathan Unwin. 15 is David Chigwada. And 16 is Majid Balogun. Well, it is a huge afternoon coming up for you. The other semi-final is also taking place. That's the 12 o'clock kickoff. Tottenham against Crystal Palace. I'll keep you up to speed with how that one is getting on as well. But for these two this season, it comes down to this. In the quarter-finals, Manchester United came through West Brom in a high-scoring affair. Finished West Brom 3, Manchester United 4. McAvoy and Bradbury on the score sheet there. For West Ham, it took a penalty shootout, didn't it? West Ham 1, Aston Villa 1 after extra time. Andre Dyke on the score sheet for the Hammers, but a 5-4 win on penalties, and it was Dyke who also got the winning penalty in the shootout there as well. In Group E for West Ham, it was a 5-0 victory over Ipswich, a 2-1 win over Nottingham Forest, and a 3-1 win away at Sunderland. For Manchester United, they came through Group G with a thumping 6-0 win over Birmingham, a 2-0 win away at Middlesbrough, and a 4-0 win over Brighton. In fact, didn't concede a goal at all in the group stage, scored 12 goals as well. That was the joint highest goal scorers in the group phase, with Aston Villa, who also netted 12. So if you're unfamiliar with how this competition works, the Premier League Under-18 Cup, ironically Manchester United won it in 2024, West Ham won it last season. It's a total of 32 teams start the competition. There are 8 groups in total, made up of 4 teams. You play the other 3 teams, and it's quite simple. The top team from each group progresses to the quarter-final, then a semi-final, and of course we have that final, Tottenham v Crystal Palace, the other semi-final, about to get underway. It's great to have you along. If you've ever listened to my commentary before, you know we are in for a very fun-filled, entertaining afternoon. I've got some quiz questions for you coming up, and a very special Loan Watch feature where I keep you all up to speed with how a number of the West Ham Academy players are getting on out on loan. So we will be running through all of that. For West Ham in the Under-18 Premier League South season, just keep you up to speed with how they're getting on. They're currently 6th in the table. Played 17, won 9, drawn 1, lost 7. Find themselves on 28 points. They're 9 off Tottenham, who sit top of the table, but Hammers do have a game in hand. Manchester United, of course, playing the Under-18 Premier North. They're currently 2nd in the table. Played 19, won 13, drawn 2, lost 4. Do currently sit 4 points behind Manchester City. course, the Under-18 Premier League split north and south. The two regional league winners then meet in the overall final. And as you can see, a number of the Manchester United West Ham contingent making their way over to the dugout. Darren Fletcher, the manager for the Manchester United Under-18s. Very well known, of course, as the players make their way out onto the pitch. 80 Scotland caps. Darren Fletcher achieved 5 Premier League titles, 1 FA Cup and 1 Champions League. How will that experience on the pitch help him in the dugout? The players making their way out now. We are moments away from kickoff. Manchester United Under-18s against West Ham United Under-18s here in Manchester in the semi-final of the Under-18 Premier League Cup. We are about to get underway, everybody. Strap yourselves in. This is going to be a cracker. Well, a number of players to look out for both teams. Andre Dijk, of course, for West Ham United. 15 goals in all competitions for him, 4 in the Premier League Cup. Actually scored a hat-trick against Sunderland in this competition. And Chuck Obi, he got a hat-trick in that thumping win over Ipswich in the group phase as well. 9 goals for him in all competitions. But JJ Gabriel for Manchester United, I'm sure you've probably seen on social media, making quite the waves. He's just 15 years of age. Scored a brace in Manchester United Under-18's last victory, a 6-1 hammering of Derby County. He was only born in 2010. Scored a hat-trick in the whopping 7-0 win over Liverpool as well. He's got 16 league goals to his name. That's more than anybody else in the Under-18 Premier League this season. So well worth keeping your eye on him. He's the penalty taker as well for the Red Devils. So the Manchester United players, as you can see, just going through some of the final warm-ups before we do get ourselves underway. Very mild, sunny day here. Perfect afternoon for a bit of competitive football. And how nice is it having a bit of lunchtime football on a Wednesday afternoon. Thank you to all of you for tuning in and joining us for this one. We do really appreciate it. Quite a lot of you joining us as well. 382 of you watching right now. If you haven't already, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We've got a lot coming up on the West Ham United YouTube channel. In fact, this Friday, the West Ham Under-21s travel to Derby County. That's a 7 o'clock kickoff in Premier League 2, and you can watch that one live. As I'm sure you know, the men's senior side travel to Fulham this evening, 7:30 kickoff. Maybe perhaps buoyed by the fact that Leeds United got beat by Sunderland last night. The women next in action against Manchester United at home. That's a 7:15 kickoff on Wednesday the 18th of March in the WSL. And the Under-18s next in action against Fulham away on the 14th of March. That's an 11 o'clock kickoff. A lot to look forward to this season. Can the Under-18s join the West Ham Under-17s, who will play Blackburn in the Under-17s Premier League Cup final? Of course, the Under-21s are in also final action in the National League Cup Tuesday the 17th of March. They travel to Boreham Wood. Can the Under-18s make it a trio of academy sides seeking silverware this season? Well, we are moments away from getting underway. A couple of minutes later, it looks like the scheduled 12 o'clock kickoff. As I said, I'll keep you up to speed with the other semi-final as well, as best as we can. Crystal Palace, they've travelled to Tottenham Hotspurs in that one, and that one has just got underway at Hotspur Way. So there is Chuck Obi for West Ham to get things underway. 16-year-old, actually a Denmark youth international, was Chuck Obi. Scored 17 for the Under-16s last season, joined from Arsenal at Under-15s level, and we're underway in the sunshine here in Manchester. Long ball put forward. It's going to be comfortably picked up by Cameron Burns-Hughes, the 18-year-old goalkeeper for Manchester United. He kept 6 clean sheets in 12 Under-18 league appearances for the Red Devils last season. And he was Under-21's debut for Leeds in March last year. So Andre Dijk as well, if there's a goal in it, it's likely to come from him for West Ham. Has to be settled today as well. Could head to a penalty shootout if the two sides can't be separated in normal time plus extra time. Ball goes out of play here at Carrington. Well, I've got a few quiz questions for you coming up as well. A minute on the clock here, 0-0, very early stages. We may as well get started with one, shall we? These quizzes, they're just for fun. Just have a little think about it. And it's a very simple one to begin with. In honour of Manchester United and West Ham United, there are a total of just 10 teams in England's top 4 tiers that have United or end with United in their name. Who are they? I've just given you 2. You're looking at 2 of them. Who are the other 8? West Ham looking to attack quickly. Ball comes into the box. It's headed up. Danger not quite cleared yet. Finally, it's hooked away. But now it's pushed over to the right-hand side with Harry Montague. Right start here is Morris. Back it goes to the captain, Callum Leacock, who's been part of the under-21s quite a lot this season. 17-year-old, joined from Linfield. He's been capped by Northern Ireland at under-17s level as well. The Hammers under-18s captain this afternoon.
Hang on him, JJ, tight! I know.
Kept in play. Here is Andre Dyke. Andre Dyke has also scored for the under-21s this season as well. Scored in the 1-1 draw with Leicester City in Premier League 2. And again, West Ham looking dangerous in the early stages. It's whipped across the face of goal. Manchester United going to try and break it away from their own half, but West Ham pick it up again, giving away to Louis Bradbury. Bradbury also scored a brace in that 6-1 win over Derby County again. The ball comes across the face of goal, and goodness me, West Ham have started this game lively. Louis Bradbury also scored 2 against West Brom in that 4-3 win in the quarter-finals for Manchester United. He's certainly going to be a real threat today, the 17-year-old Wales under-17 international. Joined Manchester United at under-14s level. His first goal for the under-18s was on his first start against Wolves back in February 2025.
You don't want this one.
With Finlay Hooper. Finlay Hooper started the last 2 games for the under-21s for West Ham as well. And it has been victories in those 2 games as well. Hooper is a man on form at the minute between the sticks for the Hammers, for both the under-18s and the under-21s. West Ham since under-9s. Manchester United just holding the ball, looking to settle things down a little bit. It's Dan Armour, the captain. It's been a good season though for Manchester United. Played 26 games in all competitions and won 20 of those. They've had 7 straight wins in all competitions, going well under Darren Fletcher's stewardship, the under-18s. 4 minutes on the clock, 0-0 here. A long way to go, but it has to be settled today. Semi-final of the under-18 Premier League Cup. West Ham, of course, the holders, beating Reading 2-1 in last season's final. In fact, these 2 met at the quarter-final stage and went to a penalty shootout in favour, of course, of the Hammers. Now here's JJ Gabriel. It's just straight offside. It's going to turn over back to West Ham United. There he is, the number 10 today for Manchester United, the 15-year-old. Both these under-18s youth sides have been laden with trophies over the years. Manchester United have won the FA Youth Cup 11 times, and of course they did win the 2024 Premier League Cup. West Ham have won the FA Youth Cup a total of 4 times, 1963, 81, 99 and 2023. Same season that Hammers won the under-18 Premier South title. And of course they are the current holders of the Premier League Cup as well, winning it last year. It was John Kerr trying to break through. Here's Montague now picking it up. Goes back to the West Ham defensive line. Danger here, but picked up again. Connor Brooks trying to charge forward for West Ham. Here's Andre Dyke over on the right side. Obi waiting in the box. It's still Andre Dyke. It's played in, almost onto the penalty spot, but Manchester United managed to come away with it. Even dangerously here, the Red Devils. West Ham certainly started the brighter in the opening 6 minutes here. Nice bit of play to work the ball away from danger. Here is Ajayi, Noah Ajayi. Ball tangled at his feet a little bit, but manages to get going away. Just a bit of a heavy touch. And now it's hooked away by the Hammers. Raf McCormack was on the bench for the last outing for Manchester United, that 6-1 home win over Derby. McAvoy and Jerry Shah also started that game against Derby. They're on the bench this afternoon. West Ham United last time out, 3-2 loss against Crystal Palace on Saturday. Before that, it was a 2-1 defeat against Ipswich at home. Chuck Obi on the score sheet for that one. In fact, Chuck Obi certainly well worth watching. He's got 3 in his last 3 for West Ham, the number 9. Andre Dyke also scoring in that 3-2 defeat against Palace. Before that, though, West Ham did beat Leicester by a goal to 0. Before that, we did have the quarter-final 1-1 after extra time, and it was Andre Dyke sealing the deal with the winning penalty in the shootout. Watson.
Yes!
Controlled there by out of play. It's Montague with the throw for West Ham, almost on the halfway line here. So remember that quiz question, there are 10 teams in England's top 4 tiers, end with United. We're obviously looking at 2 of them. Who are the other 8? Just for fun, have a little bit of a think about it. I'll give you the answer as this game progresses. I've got plenty of quizzes coming up for you throughout the course of the afternoon. A special loan watch where we'll keep up to speed with how a number of the West Ham Academy players are getting out on loan. That was Emmanuel Fuji. Number 4 for West Ham, again just another 15-year-old. He scored in this competition against Southampton for West Ham. Sorry, he scored in the Under-18 Premier League for West Ham. 5-2 win over Southampton that day. Chigwada for Jukwu, Paychev, Dyke and Joel Kerr all on the score sheet that particular night, but now it's a corner for West Ham over on the far side. Started lively to the game, looked more likely to score in the opening stages here. Here's Scanlon, puts one back into the box. It's going to run all the way through to Leacock. There's a look at the West Ham dugout there. Luke Smith has been in charge of the under-18s this season. He's played out to McCormack. Playing it out from the back, Manchester United, just inviting West Ham to hassle and harry the Manchester United back line. Maybe a good way to win the ball back. It's now with Jay over on this left side. He's got footwork to take it past Montague. Montague bundles the Jay down, who wins the free kick for the Red Devils. Another look at it here. Montague just gets his hands there on Ajay's shoulder and takes him down. No, Ajay, the 17-year-old, he's actually born in Hamburg in Germany, moved to England when he was 10 years old. Also played for the under-21s, made his debut in April 2025. Manchester United's first real opportunity to maybe test Finley Hooper between the sticks for West Ham here. 10 minutes on the clock, 0-0. West Ham have started the brighter though. Free kick for Manchester United. And it comes into the box. It's in the danger zone and Hooper is reaching for it. I think it might have been going wide, but I'm not too sure Hooper was fully confident of that. Forced into making the save. We'll have another look at it. A good delivery into the box. And I I think it's Dan Armour there, the captain. Couldn't quite steer it towards goal, which probably would have taken it past Hooper, but as it is, it remains 0-0 here. Heart-in-mouth moment for the West Ham defensive line, but they live to fight on. John Kerr there, just bundling Nathaniel Junior Brown down to the ground, and it's a bit of a wasted ball straight out of play. Being thrown out for West Ham inside their own half. 11 minutes on the clock, 0-0. As I said, Manchester United have been on form. A 6-1 win over Derby last time out, a 3-1 win against Wolves, both of those coming in the under-18 Premier League. A 4-1 win away at Oxford in the FA Youth Cup. They'll take on Sunderland next in the quarter-final. That game's going to be played at Old Trafford as well. Up next, they've got Nottingham Forest at home this Saturday in the under-18 Premier North. The league, losing to Manchester City and Nottingham Forest, Sunderland and Everton. Had a couple of draws in the league against Blackburn and Leeds, both 0-0 draws. Of the 26 they've played so far in all competitions, they have scored in 23 of those. Offside flag has gone up. Ball turns back to West Ham United. West Ham have kept 2 clean sheets in 23 games this season in all competitions, against Ipswich in the Premier Cup and Leicester City. After 23 games, they have scored in 21. Only failed to score against Southampton and Tottenham this season. Tottenham currently top of the under-18 Premier League South. It was Crystal Palace for quite some time. I've done a bit of work for Crystal Palace under-18s this season as well. They are currently in action in the other semi-final against Tottenham right now. Let's see if I can get a score update for you. They are 12 minutes in, still 0-0. Manchester United just growing in confidence as this game has gone on. Gabriel takes it away for United, holding the ball well now. That was Jim Thwaites. Number 8 today, Jim Thwaites for Manchester United, actually went on the senior side pre-season tour to Asia back in May 2025. Also played for the under-21s back when Ruben Amorim, of course, was the senior manager. And there is Thwaites. West Ham holding the ball now, getting more and more possession. McCormack. Over to the right side. Oh, this is Brown charging forward up against Joe Scanlon. No way through this time, but Manchester United still holding on to the ball. Here's Hellefu. Goes back to the captain, Dan Armour. 18-year-old Scottish youth international Dan Armour, the captain for the Red Devils this afternoon. He made his debut for the Manchester United under-21s when he was still playing at under-16 level. And 22 under-18 Premier appearances last season. West Ham looking to come away with it now. Callum Leacock, the captain, over to the right side with Andre Dyke. Here is Dyke. He's got 2 Manchester United players for company. Forced to go back to Leacock. Montague now. Morris yet to score for West Ham this season. Let's hold a deeper role though for the Hammers. That was Jukwu. Here he is again, the 15-year-old. Back to Callum Leacock. Callum Leacock has a lot of games for both the under-21s and under-18s. Jacoby wins the free kick here. It's at the edge of the centre circle inside the Manchester United half. Brooks now. There's Medine, back to Brooks. Brooks whips it through to coming under a little bit of pressure. Looks like Manchester United doubling up over on this right side. Up against Andre Dyke there. Seems like that might be the message from Darren Fletcher. Whenever Andre Dyke gets the ball, two of you get onto him quickly. Recognise the very, very real threat. 15-goal man this season in all competitions Andre Dyke possesses. 4 goals in the Premier League Cup this season. Scored on his England under-17s debut as well against Mexico. Between the sticks that game was Lonra Wesu, who's the substitute goalkeeper this afternoon for West Ham. He kept a clean sheet on his under-17s debut. Manchester United just working the ball, 16.5 minutes on the clock. It goes so quick, doesn't it? But 0-0 here. West Ham started the opening 10 minutes the brighter. A couple of balls whipped across the face of goal, yet to be converted. For Manchester United, one real chance of the game. The free kick came in from the left side. And Dan Armour couldn't quite direct it on target. Hooper forced into making the save, although I think it was going off target anyway. Only real chances of the game. Either keeper yet to be really severely tested here. Semi-final. Jade. Wonderful footwork from Maro Jade. They did so well to hold on to the ball under pressure. He made his under-21s debut before making his under-18s debut. He made his under-21s debut for Manchester United in April 2025, and then a day later, he made his under-18s debut in a 3-0 win over Nottingham Forest. The ball over to the far side, but Connor Brooks knocks it out of play. Throw for Manchester United halfway inside the West Ham half here. 18 on the clock, 0-0, and still 0-0 between Tottenham and Crystal Palace in the other semi-final. Here's Ajayi. He's grown more and more in confidence as this game's gone on. Up against Montague, gets the ball into the box. It's a little bit of a tussle, but it's hooked out of play, and it's a corner for the Red Devils. Strong play from Noah Ajayi. Let's have a look at it again. Up against Montague. He did so well to get the ball into the box. There was Louis Bradbury. The ball was working its way away from him. Couldn't get the ball under control and turned quick enough. It was difficult to deal with. And now it's a corner for Manchester United. They've already looked dangerous from one set piece in the game. They make something happen from the corner, and it comes. It can't be the first one headed away. And have another go. West Ham get players out quickly though. Here is Gabriel now, switching it back to the left-hand side. Cormac. To Gabriel. Gabriel again just stretching his legs a little bit too soon, just ever so slightly strays offside. It's twice now in the game, but you sense he's certainly trying to read the ball quickly. And at some point you sense one of those might just get through. Intended target goes out of play. West Ham throw. It's Jacob Watson winning the header first there. Take a throw quickly for West Ham on this right side. Hooked up. Straight into the path of a red shirt though. Pick up the loose ball in his own half for West Ham. 20 minutes in, 0-0 here. Don't forget that little quiz question we've got going for you as well. 10 teams in England's top 4 tiers end with United. Who are they? You're looking at 2 of them. Who are the other 8? This question's going up for you. Quick reminder of what we've got coming up here on the West Ham United YouTube channel as well. The under-21s in action this Friday in Premier League 2 away at Derby County. That kicks off at 7 o'clock. You can watch that on the West Ham YouTube channel The under-18s next in action on Saturday the 14th of March in the 11 o'clock kickoff in the under-18 Premier South. As we know, the men's senior side travel to Fulham tonight. That's a 7:30 kickoff. And the women next in action against Manchester United at home, 7:15 kickoff on Wednesday the 18th of March in the South. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. We've got over 1,000 of you tuning in now. We really appreciate it this Wednesday lunchtime to support the young Hammers. It really does mean a lot to us, so thank you so much for tuning in. Look at the back of Jim Thwaites there. But on the ball now is the captain Dan Armour for Manchester United. Back to McCormack, who pushes it out onto the right side. Ball's at the feet of Albert Mills. Back it goes to Mills. 18-year-old defender Albert Mills. Actually born in Norwich. Had 17 appearances for the Manchester United under-8s last season. And here he is again. Always long, and Ajay is the intended target and he's going to get there first. Now he's coming up against Reggie Morris. Ajay working his way into the box. He does so well, but it's hooked away by a West Ham boot. Joel Kerr working very well out of trouble into the path of Andre Dyke, and that was the number 11 of Jetta Medine trying to charge onto the ball for West Ham. It was just a little bit too much on it under pressure from Andre Dyke. McCormack now over to Watson. Can't quite get there. The pass is poor, and it's out for a West Ham throw, almost on the halfway line here. Well, I wonder what you've made of the game so far, everybody. Certainly West Ham started the game the brighter of the two, the opening 10 minutes, put the ball across the face of goal 3 or 4 times but couldn't convert. Only one real chance so far for Manchester United. The free kick over from the left side came in. Armour almost just needed a little bit more on it to guide it towards goal. He made the save anyway, but I think it was going out of play anyway. Here is Jacob Watson now. Beautiful, beautiful day here up in Manchester. Blue skies, fairly mild. It was a bit of a breeze. But we certainly can't complain. We had worse weather in March. West Ham fans, who remembers that final last season in the Premier League Cup? 2-1 win over Reading. Josh Ajala scored a brace that day. Beat Derby County in the semi-finals. Again, Josh Ajala on the score sheet, scoring a brace. Josh Landers also in the 3-1 win. And of course they beat Manchester United in the quarter-final. Gabriel and Ajala on the score sheet for West Ham, with the Hammers winning 5-4 on penalties. Manchester United looking for a little bit of revenge. Of course the Red Devils were the holders last season. Now of course it's West Ham the holders. Manchester United certainly after revenge. There's a bit of hope for West Ham. They've not been bulletproof here at home. Manchester United have lost 3 home games against Manchester City, Sunderland and Everton. They're all league games. But they are beatable here.
Got him. Put the ball.
And the under-18s have been performing really well for West Ham United. It's the 3rd season in a row that West Ham under-18s have reached the knockout stages. Hammers undefeated in this competition since the quarter-final stage in 2024. Actually unbeaten in 10 games in this competition. Victories over Nottingham Forest, Southampton, Manchester United of course on penalties, Derby, Reading, Sunderland, Nottingham Forest, Ipswich, Aston Villa on penalties. There was a 4-4 draw against Everton in the group phase last season. But 9 wins and 1 draw in the last 10 in the under-18 Premier League Cup for West Ham. Form has been good. Manchester United, as I said, are looking strong this season. 7 straight wins in all competitions. They have conceded in the last 5 in all competitions. 6-1 win against Dover, 3-1 win against Wolves, 4-1 win against Oxford, 3-1 win against Manchester City, and a 4-3 win over West Bromwich Albion in the last 5 in all competitions for Manchester United. For West Ham, it was a 3-2 defeat against Crystal Palace last time out in under-18 Premier South, a 2-1 defeat at home against Ipswich, a 1-0 win over Leicester, and a 1-1 draw in the quarter-final of this against Aston Villa, and a 5-2 win over Southampton in the under-18 Premier South. That's West Ham's last 5 in all competitions for the under-18s. Armour trying to come forward and gain a few precious yards for Manchester United, and work into a little bit of extra space. Armour gets his foot there first, but it's chipped all the way through to Finlay Hooper in the West Ham goal. 26.5 minutes on the clock here, 0-0. Has to be settled today, this. It's the semi-final of the under-18 Premier League Cup. It's still 0-0 as well between Tottenham and Crystal Palace in the other semi-final. That one is in action right now as we speak. I'll keep you up to speed with that one. Manchester United, the only team from the under-18 Premier North category still left in this competition. The southern side's performing well so far, but Manchester United still, of course, in the FA Youth Cup, where they'll take on Sunderland in the quarter-finals. That game going to take place at Old Trafford. The West Ham under-17s are in the final as well of the Premier League Cup. They'll take on Blackburn Rovers. Date for that not confirmed as of yet, although Blackburn have said it's in April. Because the under-21s are in final action as well. They'll take on Boreham Wood in the final of the National League Cup. That game coming up on the Tuesday, the 17th of March, up at Boreham Wood Parkers. Last night, actually, for a cracker, as they beat table-toppers York City in the National League. A very, very good game indeed. Getting a look at the West Ham under-21s opposition. Back underway, 28 on the clock, 0-0 here. As I said, a game with few chances really. In fact, it's been a good 10 minutes or so since we've seen any remote effort on goal at either end. Whilst we do continue, I might as well give you that first quiz question answer, shall we? Like I say, it's just for fun. But there are 10 teams in total in England's top 4 tiers that end in United. Of course, Manchester United and West Ham United are 2 of them. Who are the others? Well, I'm sure you got them. Newcastle United, of course, Leeds United from the Premier League, Sheffield United and Oxford United from the Championship, Peterborough United and Rotherham United from League One, and Cambridge United and Colchester United from League Two. I must admit, when I did the research for that, I thought there was going to be a lot more than 10. It's 10 teams in England's top 4 tiers, so the Premier League, Championship, League One and League Two ending in United. But that's your answers. Manchester United, Newcastle United, Leeds United, West Ham United, Sheffield United, Oxford, Peterborough, Rotherham, Cambridge and Colchester. They are your 10. Congratulations if you got those right, and I'm sure you did. I've got a few more quiz questions coming up for you as this game progresses. Coming up in the next 10 minutes or so, I'll run through Loan Watch with you. We'll keep you up to speed with how the West Ham Academy players are getting out on loan. Watson feeds the ball into the box. Now there's a big opportunity. Bradbury on the turn, but Leacock got the block in, but it is a corner now for the Red Devils. Bright play from Manchester United. There is Watson whipping the ball into the path of Bradbury, who does load up, but Leacock found himself in the right place at the right time. Corner.
Really diligent on this on the edge, yeah? Stay there, JJ. Stay there. Be alert.
And just like that, the half-hour mark is up. Is the deadlock going to be broken? The corner straight out of play, high and straight out. No doubt a little bit of frustration there from the Manchester United dugout. And there is Jim Ratcliffe watching on. Oh, there you go, Jim Ratcliffe enjoying the under-18s this Wednesday afternoon.
Joker.
Sir Jim Ratcliffe, we should say, of course. One of the owners of Manchester United, obviously up at Carrington today. Just had a little bit of extra pressure onto the under-18 lads, why not? Here is Andre Dyke now for West Ham. 3 cut out well though by the number 6, that's Raf McCormack. 17-year-old Raf McCormack. He's been at Manchester United since he was 8 years old. He's a Yorkshireman by birth though, born in Bradford. Really strong play for West Ham. That was Connor Brooks drawing in the foul. Big thank you to Manchester United today as well for providing these pictures. But here's an opportunity because it's Joel Kerr. Still Joel Kerr gets a shot away. Joel Kerr gives the Hammers the lead. The deadlock is finally broken. And it's Joel Kerr with the strike from just outside the box. Blasts it past Cameron Byrne-Hughes. Well, here he is now. He just picks it up and he just keeps going. Just keeps going. On his left foot, blasts it in, just worked his way into the D. And a magical moment for Joel Kerr.
Joel, brilliant, yeah, well done.
Well, it's his 8th goal in all competitions for Joel Kerr. And he is a man for the moment. The 16-year-old joined West Ham from Glentoran in Northern Ireland in July. Also a Northern Ireland under-17 international. And an important moment. An 8th goal in all competitions for Kerr this season. He just blasts his way through. He kept going like a freight train. There was no stopping him. And suddenly the Hammers put half a toe in the final. Still a long way to go in the game, but the deadlock has finally broken. Manchester United 0, West Ham United 1. West Ham looking to double the lead here. Obi working his way into the box. I think the flag had already gone up though, so it's possession's going to turn back to Manchester United. Well, the Hammers started the game brightly. Manchester United got stronger and stronger. It's a real opportunity for West Ham. Did put the ball across the face of goal a few times in the opening 10 minutes, but it came to nothing. There was nobody there. But Joel Kerr just goes to show what he can do. Charging forward, no stopping him. And it could be a big moment. This tie has to be settled today. It's the semi-final of the Under-18 Premier League Cup. If you're just tuning in, hello, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us here. We're up in Manchester. Manchester United up against West Ham. And of course the Red Devils still fighting on 3 fronts this season. Going well in the Under-18 Premier North. Currently sits 2nd in the table, 4 points behind Manchester City. They're into the quarter-finals of the FA Youth Cup.
Yes, here, just better, yes, here. Yes, I'm here.
In the semi-finals right now of the Under-18 Premier League Cup. Find themselves a goal down here. Here's JJ Gabriel. He's a man for the moment as well. Here's McCormack. Back to Hellerfield. Hellerfield, a 17-year-old. Leeds-born defender he is. He picked up by Manchester United whilst playing grassroots football. Against one of Manchester United's younger development sides. Spotted a talent. Gabriel, a lovely ball through. Shouts of offside, but he's managed to stay on. Hits Nathaniel Brown over there on the far side, and it's still Brown working his way into the box. Still Brown. He's been pushed a little bit further out. Gabriel. Back to Armour. Manchester United looking to bounce back immediately here if they can. McCormack, here is the captain, Armour now. Switching it to the left side this time. No way through on the right, so here's Ajayi. Montague does well to put his body in the way. Jay's arms over the back of Harry Montague, draws in the foul. We'll have another look at it.
Aggressive first and second.
Difficult to have too many arguments with that one. Free kick for West Ham United here. They'll be delighted with that. I'm still hearing it's 0-0 between Tottenham and Crystal Palace in the other semi-final taking place down in London.
Ready for the second. Yes, Joe. Go! Give it up! Tight, aggressive contact.
For West Ham. Over the top. More hidden hope than anything else, hoping that Jacoby can just get something onto it and do really, really well to win the corner here from nothing really, West Ham. It's like it was Armour who got the final touch and just had to head it out. I think he wants a foul against Obi, but the referee waves it away, and it is going to be a corner now for West Ham. They've created something from pretty much nothing here. A bit of a hopeful ball forward has resulted in the corner. Good crowd here as well, as you can see watching this game. It is a big, big game this Wednesday afternoon. We really do appreciate you joining us. Joe Scanlon is going to head over to take it. The 17-year-old has been at West Ham Academy since the under-9s. His debut as a 15-year-old in August 2024. Manchester United deal with the corner well, hook it away, but there's nobody forward for the Red Devils, and it's going to be picked up comfortably by Harry Montague, who goes back to Hooper in the Hammers goal. 7 minutes on the clock. Manchester United 0, West Ham United 1. If you're just tuning in, about 7 minutes ago, Joel Kerr broke through. He just kept going. Just worked his way into the D on the left side, left-footed shot, and it beat Cameron Byrne-Hughes, the 18-year-old goalkeeper, between the sticks for Manchester United. That's the difference between the two sides. A game of few chances, really. If you are just tuning in, you haven't missed too much other than the goal.
You've got to kick it higher than the 9 mils.
Helpful holding on to the ball, gives it to Raf McCormack now. I'll give you another quiz question actually to think about as we get towards half time. As I said, these are just purely for fun. But West Ham fans, Manchester United fans tuning in, cast your minds back, shall we? A bit of a blast from the past here. On the 29th of December 2007, as Nathaniel Brown picks up the ball over on the far side, up against Joel Scanlon there. But it's Brown who gets the final touch to knock it out for West Ham. On the 29th of December 2007, West Ham beat Manchester United 2-1 at Upton Park in the Premier League. Quite simple. Who scored the goals? That is it. 29th of December 2007, West Ham beat Manchester United 2-1 at Upton Park in the Premier League. Who scored the goals? Who got 2 for West Ham United? It was 2 different players, give you a clue. And who scored Manchester United's? 2007. Have a little think. It's just for fun. And as we get back underway for the second half, I'll give you the answer. Normally we often have a live chat open, but we don't have it open for this game, so you can't tell me your answers, but it is just for fun. And if you were at the game, were you at that game? 2007. Apologies to anybody who's under the age of 20 watching this game. Probably even 30 actually. I remember that game. Manchester United looking to bounce back. West Ham have done well to weather an initial little storm from Manchester United. It came to nothing in the end. Very well cut up, but picked back up again by Jacob Watson. Armour trying to feed it through into the path of Gabriel. Montague gets there first, but it's put straight back into the box. Here's Bradbury chipping it through. There's nobody in the goal at the minute. Now they've managed to get back in as Finley Hooper. Ball being put back out of the box for West Ham, but Manchester United coming again. Here is Noah Ajayi, who's looked very bright on this left-hand side. Gives it to Thwaites, who gives it to Watson. Watson, a little bit of space to work into. I thought he might have thought about maybe having a go. McCormack switches it over to the right side now. Now it comes back into a central position. Here is Armour. Thwaites. Here is JJ Gabriel with little to work with in the opening 40 minutes. The man who's 16 league goals this season, more than anybody else in the under-18 Premier League North. Here is Ajayi. He's been doubled up by looks like Montague and Andre Dyke on that left side. West Ham working very, very hard to keep bodies back when it looks like Manchester United are attacking. Here is Armour. Now it's back with McCormack. It's like a bit of a game of chess here at the minute, locked in stalemate with Manchester United holding on to the ball. Now it's been fed through. Here's Jacob Watson into the box. It's squared right into the centre and it's into the back of the net. And Manchester United level it up. And who else but JJ Gabriel? When the move came, it came like a sudden storm. Fed through to Jacob Watson, squares it right into the centre, and JJ Gabriel, right place, right time. He's not going to miss from there, and it's 1-1 here. Well, he doesn't need asking twice, does he, JJ Gabriel? Absolutely remarkable for the 15-year-old. Scored 2 against Derby last time out. He's on the score sheet today. He only needs a sniff, and he's there. He also scored in the 6-0 win over Birmingham in the group phase in the Premier League Cup. And how are West Ham going to respond now that the Red Devils have pegged them back? Second goal in the Premier League Cup this season for JJ Gabriel. As I said, he's got 16 in the league. And here's Watson. Watson's delivery. And now Gabriel to fire into the back of the net. Watson with the assist. Here's Noah Ajayi on the left side. It's the side that's looked more dangerous for Manchester United, but Ajayi just runs the ball out, and it's going to be a goal kick for West Ham. Perhaps a chance just to settle things down once again as we approach half time. It is still 0-0 between Tottenham and Crystal Palace in the other semi-final. There's Darren Fletcher prowling the technical area here. He'll be delighted that his side have managed to work their way back into it. Delighted that it's JJ Gabriel with the goal as well. Lifting silverware, Darren Fletcher, 5 Premier League titles, an FA Cup and a Champions League to name but a few. 80 Scotland caps as well. Doing a fine job in charge of the under-18s this season, as we've said a few times, but we've got new people tuning in all the time. Manchester United are fighting on 3 fronts this season. They're in the quarterfinals of the FA Youth Cup, and they're second in the under-18 Premier North table. How the under-18 Premier League works, it is split between a North and South division. At the end of the campaign, the 2 league leaders from the North and South meet in the overall final. West Ham won the under-18 Premier South title in 2023, same season actually. They did the double the Hammers, winning the FA Youth Cup as well. Jacob Watson, who's really grown in stature as this game has progressed, to number 5. Up against Andre Dyke there, the 2 players colliding into each other. Dyke still down on the ground. Let's hope he's okay. It could be a massive blow for West Ham, the 17-year-old forward. England under-16 and under-17 youth international. Scored in the quarter-final and then scored the winning penalty in the shootout against Aston Villa. And if it stays like this, we could well be heading to another penalty shootout this afternoon. It has to be settled today. We need to know who's going to be making up that final. at the minute. Both semi-finals heading to extra time in a shootout if it stays like this. It is half-time between Tottenham and Crystal Palace, and it is 0-0 down in London in the other semi-final taking place this afternoon. And we are moments away from the break here, but worryingly for West Ham, Andre Dijk is still down on the ground. Whilst he is still down, just a quick reminder, you can watch the West Ham under-21s in action this Friday. That's this Friday, 7 o'clock kickoff as they travel to Derby County in Premier League 2. Had a good run of form of late as well, West Ham. Beat Leeds at the weekend. Premier League 2 is made up of just one division of 29 teams. The key priority really is to finish in the top 16. If you do that, you go to the end of season elimination playoffs, where first takes on the 16th and second takes on 15th, so forth, all the way through to a final. And of course, if you do finish in the top 16 in Premier League 2, under 21s category, you also qualify for the Premier League International Cup following season, which I suppose it's essentially the European Cup of Academy football. Albert Mills, and the ball's been pushed over to the right side under heavy pressure. No signs of the level of intensity slowing down here, but the free kick has been drawn in by Manchester United. And maybe one last chance to put the ball close to the box at the end of this half. It's Joe Scanlon there, just been spoken to by the referee. Hope that Louis Bradbury can get onto it, but it runs all the way through to Finley Hooper. 2.5 minutes into injury time at the end of this first half, and that is it. And really a game of few chances, but it was Joel Kerr breaking through for West Ham United. Once he got hold of the ball, there was no stopping him. Worked his way into the D on the left side, blasted it with his left foot past Cameron Byrne-Hughes. That gave West Ham United the lead. But then it was really good work from Jacob Watson over on the left-hand side. Delivered a lovely ball almost onto the penalty spot for JJ Gabriel to blast it past Hooper in the West Ham net. And that is how we are at the break. It's Manchester United 1, West Ham United 1 here in the semi-final of the Under-18 Premier League Cup. I'm going to go for a quick cup of tea. Don't go far, everybody. We'll be back for the second half, because remember, this has to be settled today. Thanks for watching. Don't go far. Well, welcome back, everybody. You can see the players have made their way back onto the pitch, and we are about to get back underway here. 1-1 at the break. Joel Kerr on the score sheet for West Ham United, and JJ Gabriel, who else, netting for the Red Devils. There is Darren Fletcher. I wonder what he said to his side at the break. This game has to be settled today. It's a semi-final of the Under-18 Premier League Cup. Thank you so much for joining us. I said I'd give you that quiz question answers. We'll just wait for the West Ham players to come out. It looks like before half-time, I said on the 29th of December 2007, yes, that's 2007, West Ham beat Manchester United 2-1 at Upton Park in the Premier League. Who scored the goals? Well, I can tell you, it was actually Cristiano Ronaldo for Manchester United who gave them the lead in the 14th minute, and Anton Ferdinand levelling things up in the 77th for Matthew Upson went on to win the game in the 82nd. So this is a cup competition, of course, a place in the final up for grabs. The under-17s for West Ham are in the under-17 Premier League Cup final, where they take on Blackburn Rovers, and the under-21s are in action in the National League Cup final. That's on Tuesday the 17th of March at 7 o'clock. Boreham Wood have allocated 1,250 tickets for away fans for that final. They are available via ballot to West Ham season ticket holders until Friday at 4 o'clock. That's this Friday at 4 o'clock. So Boreham Wood confirmed West Ham season ticket holders get to attend for free as well. To enter the ballot, season ticket holders need to log into their ticketing account, and the fixture will be available there. So that's 4 p.m. It says that's this Friday. Should the ballot not fill up, tickets will then go on general sale. We'd love to see you there up at Meadow Park. It's a really nice ground. I do a lot of work up at Boreham Wood. Come support the boys. we want to feel that away end. We are about to get back underway here. Second half, Manchester United 1, West Ham United 1. Is somebody going to go on and win it within the 90, or will we need extra time and penalties? Only one way to find out. JJ Gabriel storming into the box. The lovely delivery it was from Jacob Watson for Manchester United to get the assist. Over on the left-hand side, Jacob Watson is just 16 years of age, wearing the number 5 this afternoon for Manchester United. Joined the Red Devils at pre-academy. He's born in Chester. Has been part of England youth squads. I've not seen any changes for either side. I didn't get notified of any changes. So for Manchester United, they line up like this. It's Burns Hughes in goal, and Hellefu, Mills, Armour, Watson, McCormack, Brown, Thwaites, Bradbury, Gabriel and Ajayi. For West Ham United, it's Hooper in goal, Montague, Scanlon, Fujukwu, Leacock as the captain, Morris, Dyke, Brooks, Obi, Kerr and Jetta Medine. His brother Jethro Medine plays a crucial role for the under-21s. Just passing it across the back line now inside their own box. And now the ball goes long and forward into the path of Bradbury. Bradbury getting close in that first half as well. Trying to turn his body around. It's a lovely ball over to the left-hand side. Still working away into the box. I think it was Ajayi over there, frustrated that he can't carry it further. West Ham bring it out, still in their own half. Obi goes down under the challenge, draws in the foul, wins the free kick for West Ham. I've got another quiz question actually associated with that game. So 29th of December 2007, West Ham beat Manchester United 2-1 at Upton Park in the Premier League. Who scored, as you know, Anton Ferdinand and Matthew Upson for West Ham, Cristiano Ronaldo for Manchester United. However, there were 2 former West Ham players who started that game for Manchester United. Who were they? That's a hard question. But which 2 former Manchester United which 2 former West Ham players started for Manchester United in that game? And how about this one as well? There was a former Manchester United player who started for West Ham in that game as well. Who was it? Just have a think. It's just for fun. I'll give you the answers in a little bit. Well, the other semi-final as well. Currently 0-0 between Tottenham and Crystal Palace. As I say, this has to be settled today. Manchester United fighting on 3 fronts into the quarter-final of the FA Cup. Also second in the under-18 Premier League North table. West Ham out of the FA Youth Cup. It's been put over to the right-hand side. Here is Brown. Brown working his way into the box for Manchester United. Shoved off the ball. Good defensive work. I think it was Joe Scanlon there. Yeah, great work by Scanlon. Put his body in the way. Just not allowing Brown to get through. 17-year-old Joe Scanlon. Toe-to-toe there with Nathaniel Brown, who's also 17. Been at Manchester United since he was 12 years old. Nathaniel Junior Brown scored his first goal for the under-18s against Wolves back in September. McCormack, number 6, he's seen quite a lot of ball in this game. Started on the bench for Manchester United in that 6-1 win over Derby County in the under-18 Premier North last time out. It was going to be fed through, but Callum Leacock is just going to see it out of play for a goal kick. Still nothing to report from Tottenham. 0-0 between Tottenham and the Eagles of Crystal Palace in the other semi-final. Could be heading to a shootout in both these games. Thank you to Manchester United as well for providing us with these live pictures this afternoon. Finley Hooper drills the ball forward low and long, but it's cut out by a Manchester United player, inviting a bit of pressure on themselves. But where is Connor Brooks for West Ham? To does so well to take its way through and out of danger. The ball goes long and over the top, straight into the hands of Cameron Byrne-Hughes in goal for Manchester United. Here is Thwaites. In the first half, we did see Sir Jim Ratcliffe here at Carrington was watching a bit of the action in the opening 45 minutes. Not too sure if he's still here now, but he is in Manchester today. McCormack to Hellefu. Well, the story of the game in the first half was West Ham started brighter in the opening 10 minutes. Put the ball across the face of goal 2 or 3 times, but there was nobody there to convert. Now Manchester United working their way into the box. His shot comes in, but it's blocked. But the Red Devils holding on to it. Back it goes to Hellefu. Joel Kerr picked up the ball in the Manchester United half, roughly on the half-hour mark, and just kept going. Worked his way into the D and fired off a thunderbolt with his left foot and beat Byrne-Hughes in the Manchester United goal. That made it 1-0 to West Ham United. And then good work from Jacob Watson on the left-hand side to deliver a low ball almost onto the penalty spot. JJ Gabriel charging in to convert. That made it 1-1. And that's where we are at the minute. 51 minutes on the clock here. Loads of you tuning in as well. Really do appreciate it. 1,241 of you watching on a Wednesday lunchtime. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. It just means you don't miss any of the action that we've got coming up on the West Ham United YouTube channel. But right now it's a J over on the far side for Manchester United. It's caused all sorts of problems on the left side of the pitch. There is JJ Gabriel, and it's a corner for Manchester United. Don't forget, here on the West Ham YouTube channel this Friday night, 7 o'clock kickoff, you can watch the under-21s in Premier League 2 action away at Derby County. I'll be on commentary for that one. Very much looking forward to it. I hope you'll join me. Here is Jim Thwaites with the corner now for Manchester United. It's headed away, but only foul has been given. Let's have another look at it as the delivery comes into the box, and it looks like an arm's just too high. Landed on the head there. I think it's Callum Leacock maybe. Apologies, I think it was Connor Brooks who was the player who went down under the challenge, back on his feet, as we just saw the close-up of him there, the number 8 for West Ham this afternoon. 17-year-old Connor Brooks has had senior experience as well in non-league at Concord Rangers. Joined West Ham on his 17th birthday. Did make over 20 appearances for the Concord Rangers senior side last term. To over 1,300 of you now tuning in. Thank you so much. Manchester United have the ball in their own half. Whilst they do that, I always like to give you a little update on how a number of the West Ham Academy players are getting on at loan clubs. As Manchester United look to break, more on that in a minute. Trying to feed it through. There was Fujukwu, Manuel Fujukwu, 15-year-old to deal with it for West Ham. Free kick given for the Hammers. Have another look at it. Andre Dyke charging through there, just bundled over to the ground, and perhaps this is an opportunity for West Ham to get the ball into the box, to create an element of danger. Joe Scanlon's going to head over and take this to number 3 for West Ham. Here is Scanlon now. Dinks one in, and it was Nadine trying to charge onto it. There's just a little bit too much ferocity on the ball, and it comes to nothing. The referee's not happy, and goal kick's going to have to be retaken here. So a few of the West Ham Academy players on loan at the minute. Christian Heggie, the goalkeeper, he's on loan in the Hungarian top flight with MTK Budapest. And he's seen a lot of action at the minute as well. West Ham pick up the ball loosely. It's been fed through. The shot comes in. It's well saved by Burn Hughes. Andre Dyke firing it straight into the body of the Manchester United shot stopper. But the ball was given away carelessly by the Red Devils. That created the opportunity for West Ham, but now Manchester United come away with it inside their own half. Up into the centre circle. Brooks picks it up. Fed through to Scanlon. Here's Scanlon. He's got a little bit of space to push into over on the left side with Medine. Here's Medine. Works his way into the box again. The shot comes in. Oh, it's hit the crossbar. Absolutely delicious from Jepta Medine there. Way that the ball moved in the air was absolutely terrifying for Manchester United. Have another look at it. Here he goes. Going up against Helefu. And look at the way it just moves in the air and almost buries itself into the top right-hand corner. It comes off the crossbar though, but a golden opportunity and wonderful play by the West Ham number 11. Well, we've already mentioned Jepta Medine's older brother Jethro plays for the under-21s. He's a 17-year-old himself. 4 goals and 2 assists this season for the forward. He scored over 30 goals for the under-16s last season. He is a man who knows exactly where the back of the net is, as he almost proved there. 56 minutes on the clock, and West Ham have just gone very close, created almost individually by Jepta Medine. Well, as I was trying to say before getting very excited, Christian Hegyi on loan at MTK Budapest, in the Hungarian top-flight goalkeeper for West Ham United. Played the full 90 minutes at the weekend in a 2-2 draw with Debrecen. Game last Friday. As Jimmy Thwaites picks the ball up for Manchester United. George Earthy, as we know, he's on loan at Bristol City, because they were in action against Port Vale last night. Got knocked out of the FA Cup by League One bottom side Port Vale. Junior Robinson, he's on loan at Boreham Wood at the minute. I was up at Boreham Wood last night as the Wood beat league leaders York City by 3 goals to 2, but Junior Robinson didn't get any minutes at all. Stayed on the bench for the entire game. Michael Forbes, he's on loan at Northampton Town. He's in action tonight, if you're interested, in the EFL Trophy semi-final as they travel to Luton Town. Mason Terry, he's on loan at Braintree in the National League. Not in action until this Saturday, where they travel away to Gateshead. That's some journey. Callum Marshall, he's on loan at VfL Bochum in the German 2nd Division. He started in the 2-1 loss against Fortuna Dusseldorf last week. Came off in the 61st minute. And we are not too far away from the 61st minute here. 58 played here at Carrington. It's Manchester United 1, West Ham United 1 in the semi-final of the Under-18 Premier League Cup. There is one other semi-final taking place, of course, Tottenham against Crystal Palace. Let's see if I can get a score update on that one for you. And that one still 0-0. There'll be extra time and penalties looming. Helefu picks the ball up for Manchester United. I wonder if we're going to see any changes coming up fairly soon. Darren Fletcher, of course, the under-18s manager for Manchester United. Luke Smith has been overseeing the under-18s for West Ham this campaign. Manchester United with the ball in their own half here, just slowing play down, in no rush at all. Both goals really coming from a quick break of play. For West Ham, it was Joel Kerr who picked the ball up inside the Manchester United half, but he had an awful lot of work to do, and he just kept going. Manchester United just were not going to close him down, and he got his shot away on his left foot just inside the D. It was a wonderful strike to take it past Cameron Burns-Hughes. Manchester United's goal came about after a lengthy spell of possession where they'd just been moving the ball across the midfield, looking for that opening, and suddenly, like lightning, the ball was fed through to Jacob Watson, who delivered a ball from the left-hand side, inside the box, low, almost onto the penalty spot. And that man there, JJ Gabriel, charging onto it and fired it past Finley Hooper. That's the story of the game. 1-1 here. Here is Darren Fletcher. As I say, loads of you tuning in as well. 1,628 of you. Thank you so much for supporting the Young Hammers this lunchtime. An hour is up. 1-1. Now the ball's fed through. It's a lovely ball through as well. But it's again for the third time in the game. JJ Gabriel just straying ever so slightly offside, and West Ham get away with that. He certainly looked bright and dangerous, hasn't he? I've been looking forward to seeing JJ Gabriel, and he hasn't disappointed the 15-year-old on the score sheet today. Of course, scored 2 against Derby in that 6-1 win last time out. I believe he was born in 2010. It's absolutely terrifying, isn't it? Scored a hat-trick in the 7-0 win over Liverpool as well in the league. 16 league goals to his name in the under-18 Premier North, more than anybody else. Medine can't quite keep the ball in, and it's going to turn over back to Manchester United. Well, Gabriel has been prolific, but Andre Dyke has as well for West Ham this season. 15 goals in all competitions for the under-18s, 4 in the Premier League Cup. Has been scoring for the under-21s as well. Scored in the 1-1 draw against Leicester City in Premier League 2. In fact, whenever he seems to be on the pitch, he seems to score, does Andre Dyke. Yet to get on the score sheet today. It was Kerr with the strike for the Hammers. I remember covering the game against Crystal Palace earlier in the season for the under-18s. And West Ham won it right at the end. I think it was about a 94th minute winner by Andre Dyke. Although I must admit I was actually working for Crystal Palace that day. Back with the Hammers now, of course. The ball hits the referee. It was Fujukwu there, blasting it into the referee this afternoon. And it's going to be a drop ball to get us back underway. It's not actually, it's Reggie Morris. Apologies there, Reggie. 17-year-old Reggie Morris, captain of the under-16s last season. Very intelligent midfielder. Back the ball goes now to Finley Hooper between the sticks. Started the last 2 games for the under-21s, Finley Hooper. West Ham enjoying the possession and looking dangerous. Scanlon's up as well. It's going to run all the way through. The shot comes in. It's well saved by Cameron Byrne-Hughes with his foot. Another shot comes in. This time, did it take a deflection? And it is going to be a corner. Byrne-Hughes getting his body in the way. Chukobi with the shot from a tight angle. I mean, Byrne-Hughes should have made the save, but he still did. And then the second shot comes in, takes a deflection off a Manchester United defender, and it's out for a corner for the Hammers. Bodies in the box for West Ham. Joel Kerr is in there, and look at there is Medine just lurking on the D. Reggie Morris at the edge of the box. He's going to come short. Here is Morris. Scanlon, a lovely ball into the box, and there was Fujukwu. Can't quite get anything on it. Well, he's not a stranger to finding the back of the net. Scored against Southampton in the 5-2 win in the under-18 Premier League South. 15-year-old. Yet to score in the Premier League Cup this season. And here he is again on the ball. Player to remember for the long-term future. The barge comes in. That was Raf McCormack there, and it's going to be a free kick for West Ham. Dan Armour can't quite believe it. In fact, it wasn't McCormack, it was Armour who committed the offence there. Apologies there to if anybody from Raf McCormack's family are watching. Dan Armour, the captain for Manchester United, giving away the free kick. Joe Scanlon is stood in. A number of West Ham players, as you can see. There is Medine in number 11. It's Scanlon who actually just moves the ball ever so slightly. Callum Leacock, the captain, number 5, walks away. Reggie Morris just stood behind Scanlon. I wonder if he's going to have a go at this. 4-man wall for Manchester United. I think Scanlon's going to have a go. Joe Scanlon drills it in low, straight into the legs of the wall though. And West Ham will pick it back up again. Jukwu forced to go all the way back to Hooper. Medine charging after it, and again a load of slip, can't keep it in. I think the flag might have gone up anyway, and possession will switch back to the Red Devils here. Well, hope you've enjoyed the game, everybody. So far there's a lot of jeopardy on it. One of these two sides will be out of this competition by close of play today. It's the semi-final of the Under-18 Premier League Cup. West Ham, of course, the holders, beat Reading 2-1 in last season's final. In fact, you have to go all the way back to the quarter-final, 2024, for the last time the Hammers suffered defeat in this competition. Shot comes in straight into the arms of Byrne Hughes, who greatly receives it. It's Obi, gives it to Dyke, who just works away to a little bit of space on his left foot shot. And it's Byrne Hughes who comfortably makes the save. Cameron Byrne Hughes, goalkeeper for Manchester United, starting to see an awful lot of the ball. 18-year-old, kept 6 clean sheets in 12 under-18 league appearances last season for the Red Devils. Has also played for the under-21s as well. Made his debut last March in a 2-2 draw against Leeds United. Cormac. It's going to be fed through. It's Nathaniel Brown, the intended target, but it was just a little bit too much on it. Runs out, and it's a goal kick for West Ham United here. 66.5 minutes. Yet to see, haven't seen any changes yet for either side. Manchester United have Shah, McAvoy, Nkoto and Kai Rooney on the bench. Fred Heath is the backup goalkeeper. For West Ham United, it's Jonla, Unwin, Chiguara and Balogun sat on the bench right now. Wesu is the backup goalkeeper for the Hammers this afternoon. Good crowd, as you can see here, up in Manchester for this one, supporting the youngsters in their bids to progress. The under-18s have had an awful lot of success for West Ham over the last few years. Youth Cup winners in 2023, also won the under-18 Premier South that season as well, and it could be a season laden with silverware for the West Ham United Academy. The under-17s in Premier League Cup final action against Blackburn Rovers. The under-21s in the final of the National League Cup. The arm goes up for offside, but the linesman has kept it down. And we've got something resembling a wrestling match going on in the heart of midfield. Here's Thwaites now, pushing it over to the right side. Here is Brown. Brown trying to work into a little bit of space. The pass is poor, and West Ham can deal with the initial danger. It's going to run straight out of play just inside the Manchester United half for a Red Devils throw.
Don't make a difference, ref. Not fucking press.
Still 0-0 between Tottenham and Crystal Palace. And that one heading to extra time and penalties, just like it could well be here as well. 68 on the clock. 1-1. Is there another way through for either of these two sides, or will we continue here in the sunshine? Dyke for West Ham, holding on to the ball and turning well. JJ Gabriel dropping deep and doing defensive duties now. Scored, of course, close towards the end of the first half to get Manchester United back level after good work from Watson. Thwaites now. Over to Brown on that right side. A little bit of support with Helafu, who's coming to support him. That's who he finds. And here now is McCormack. Sometimes I wonder if it's worth just trying to work into a bit of space and having a long-range effort. Joel Kerr scored from just inside the D with his left foot. Roughly about the half-hour mark in this game. That set West Ham on their way to lead before Gabriel levelled things up. There is Gabriel, pushes it back to the left side. The ball comes in. It took a bit of a deflection. It just confused everybody. And eventually took it away from Brown's path right at the crucial stage. Knocked on there by Mills. And here's McCormack again, marshalling the midfield for Manchester United. Here is Armour, the captain. 18-year-old Scottish youth international Dan Armour, captain for the Red Devils. 22 under-18 Premier appearances last season. As we said before, coming into this one, Manchester United have been in absolutely fine form. 7 straight wins in all competitions. The joint highest goal scorers in the group phase, scoring 12. And not conceding at all. 6-0 win over Birmingham, 2-0 win over Middlesbrough, 4-0 win over Brighton in Group G. West Ham United topped Group E, 5-0 win over Ipswich, 2-1 win over Nottingham Forest and 3-1 away win over Sunderland. If you're unfamiliar and just tuning in, hello, good afternoon. This is the semi-final of the Under-18 Premier League Cup. How it works is 32 teams started the competition and went into 8 groups of 4 teams. They play each other once each, and the team who finishes top of each group goes straight into the quarter-finals. West Ham coming through the tie against Aston Villa. It was 1-1, needed extra time and a penalty shootout, with the Hammers winning 5-4. Manchester United came through an eventful game, 4-3 away at West Brom. McAvoy and Bradbury with 2 apiece in that one, and now Manchester United working their way into the box, trying to get their noses in front. It's hooked away, almost on the line by West Ham. 71.5 minutes played, 1-1.
Brilliant, well done.
Well, we are just waiting for a change, it looks like here. I think, is that Jonathan Unwin? Yes, it is. So Jonathan Unwin comes on. I think it was Connor Brooks who went off for West Ham United. So the Hammers making a change here. Looked like Brooks went off as Manchester United trying to get the ball into the box again, looking dangerous now. Starting to grow into a little bit more confidence here, but Unwin on for the Hammers. The 18-year-old made his under-18s debut against Crystal Palace in January 2025. Is a high-energy midfielder. Fresh legs maybe could make the difference. Again, no, Manchester United trying to work the ball over onto the left-hand side. Watson can't latch onto it this time, and it's out for a throw for West Ham. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the game, everybody, so far. On a treat, isn't it? A Wednesday afternoon game. Kicked off at 12 o'clock. West Ham, of course, looking to get back to winning ways, really, after back-to-back league defeats coming into this tie. Before that, it was a 1-0 win over Leicester City. And there is Joel Kerr committing the offence. Sorry, apologies, they were winning the free kick there. He was dragged down. No, it was... yeah, Joel Kerr had his shirt tugged there. I think that's why the yellow card was shown. I just saw the clatter of bodies and I actually saw Kerr drag the Manchester United player down. Get a little bit confused myself here, but we are back underway, as you can see. The ball with the Hammers at the minute. Back it goes to Finley Hooper. Joel Kerr on the score sheet today. Last goal coming against Southampton in the 5-2 win. The ball's fed all the way through. Burn Hughes gets there first this time. 8 goals in all competitions for Joel Kerr this season, and that was certainly one of his best in this game today. Picked up the ball and just kept going, worked his way into the D, just slightly left of it. Fired off a left foot firecracker into the back of the net before JJ Gabriel levelled up for Manchester United. West Ham going well in the Under-18 Premier South. 6th in the table, played 17 league games this season, won 9 of them, drawn 1, lost 7. Do sit 9 points off Tottenham, who are top, but they do have a game in hand, so quite a bit of work to do. Unlikely they'll become league leaders, but you never know. Football is a funny old game. Not too many games left. Out it goes. Albert Mills takes the throw quickly for Manchester United inside their own half. 15 minutes left to go here of the 90. Still 0-0 as well between Tottenham and Crystal Palace in the other semi-final. Who wants it? Who wants a spot in that final? Could it be a bit of magic? Maybe from Andre Dijk, another bit of something special from JJ Gabriel, or maybe somebody else. Trying to feed the ball through there. It's been picked up by Morris. Morris getting over to Dijk on that right-hand side. Ajayi tracking back, and every time Andre Dijk gets the ball, immediately 2 Manchester United players just swamp him. Clearly the tactic there from Darren Fletcher, not to give Andre Dijk a moment. Unwin, substitute, goes back. It looks like West Ham are looking to make another change here as well. Whip forward, it's going to run all the way through though to Burn Hughes. 1-1 here, 76.5 minutes played. I'm getting my updates from Crystal Palace about how they're getting on. Still 0-0 there, out it goes. And it's going to be a throw for Manchester United. It's going to be a fee to take it. I did ask you a quiz question a little bit earlier in this half. Remember the 29th of December 2007, West Ham beat Man United 2-1 at Upton Park. Which 2 former West Ham players started that game for Manchester United? The answer is Carlos Tevez and Rio Ferdinand. How can we forget those 2? And there was which former Manchester United player started for West Ham that day? And if you got this one, well done. Your knowledge is absolutely superb. It was Jonathan Spector. The American, of course, started his career at Manchester United. The Red Devils now looking to try and get the shot away. It comes in, it takes a wicked deflection and goes out of play. It's going to be a corner. Jonathan Spector, the American defender, started his career at Manchester United, went on to play for Birmingham City, Orlando City and Hibs after leaving West Ham. So if you've got any of those, well done. Certainly the West Ham player who used to play for Manchester United, Jonathan Spector, did go on to make over 100 league appearances though for the Hammers. And now it's a corner. You sense if something happens now, it could be game over. There's still 12 minutes on the clock though. In it comes, it runs all the way through. Now it's a foot race to get there first. It's been picked up by Joel Kerr, going toe-to-toe with Mills. Brown gets it back, and now West Ham pick the ball. Again, the ball forward was poor by Brown. Obi holding on to the ball for West Ham. Deep position. Being in front of goal. Brown wins it back though for Manchester United. Sense of urgency starting to creep in for both of these 2 sides. Ball pushed back to Brown over on the right side. It's a late challenge there from Joe Scanlon. It's judged to have got the ball though, and it's going to run out for a goal kick. Have another look at this. Brown, of course, with the final touch, but Scanlon judged to have not done anything wrong there. Now we are going to see another change for West Ham United here. It's going to be Majid Bulligan who's going to come onto the pitch. Just waiting to see who's going to go off.
It's a clear foul. What do you think you see?
I'm still waiting to see who's going to go off. It is a number 16, Majid Balogun, who's going to come on, and it's Joel Kerr's just walked past him, but he didn't high-five him or anything, so I don't think it was Kerr. It looks like it is going to be Jepta Medine. So Jepta Medine makes way. Is he just limping ever so slightly there? What do you think? So Medine comes off. Majid Balogun is the player who comes on for West Ham United. A couple of changes for the Hammers. Medine unable to unlock the Manchester United defence in this game, but Majid Balogun is a 17-year-old, has been on the score sheet this season, and guess what? Guess where he joined from? Manchester United fans, I'm sure you're aware. Yes, he came from Manchester United in 2024. It was his debut last season for the under-18s for West Ham. And we are back underway here. Goal kick. And it runs all the way through to Bernd Hughes as we enter the final 10 minutes of the 90 here. And there has been a goal down in Tottenham, and it's Crystal Palace who have taken the lead in the 80th minute. Angie Bode on the score sheet for the Eagles. Tottenham 0, Crystal Palace 1 in the other semi-final. It's been a long time coming, but finally the deadlock has been broken down at Tottenham. And West Ham now looking to push through. Both goals here coming in the first half. Morris now pushed over to the left side. Here's Scanlon. Back to Morris. Again, unable to get the delivery into the box. He might have another go here on the left side, but decides the safer option is back to Morris. Here's Jonathan Unwin now. Switches it all the way back to the captain, Callum Leacock. Just plays it forward. No way through on the left, so perhaps try on the right side, but Dyke is tackled. Been picked back up again. Now it's with Leacock. Here is Kerr. And Obi holding onto the ball so well, using his strength and his body to just shield the ball and retain possession for West Ham. Here's Morris. Captain Leacock. It was poor ball pushed forward straight into the body of Thwaites, but West Ham come away with it, and they get away with it. Now charging forward, the shot comes in. It's well saved by Bernd Hughes. It was Reggie Morris on his left foot with the strike. And Morris just darting through his opposite number there. Raf McCormack gets the shot away. It's not really enough to trouble Bernd Hughes too much. West Ham looking quite strong at the minute. Kerr. Now trying to find a way through with Andre Dyke on this right side. A goal now would certainly change the landscape of this game and create real jeopardy in his sense of urgency. 1-1 here. We're starting to get close to the territory of next goal wins, really. Here's Scanlon. Balogun going toe-to-toe with Helafu here. It's now suddenly swamped. He gets the shot in. It's blocked. Falls kindly, though, for West Ham United over on the far side this time with Joel Kerr. He pushes it to the right side. The ball comes in low. It's been picked up by Unwin. Over it goes to Scanlon. Scanlon. Ball into the box. Off the body off Helafu. It's drilled in low. Could have gone absolutely anywhere, but it ricocheted kindly. The deflection worked well for Manchester United. And they pick up the ball deep inside their own half. 84 on the clock. 1-1. Will we need to go deeper and deeper into this game? Joel Kerr and Gabriel, the goal scorers this afternoon. It's the semi-final of the Under-18 Premier League Cup. Thank you to all of you for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. A lot of action coming up on the West Ham United YouTube channel. This Friday you can watch the Under-21s in action away at Derby County in Premier League 2. The ball comes in, and this time again Burn Hughes is there, straight into his path. The 18-year-old goalkeeper snatches the ball out of the air, and Manchester United will get possession back. West Ham has suddenly come alive over the last few minutes or so as the Red Devils look to make a change here. Nice ball over to the right side with Ewell Hellerfy. Has been seen out of play well by West Ham. They will get possession back with the throw, halfway inside their own half, and now it looks like we are going to see that change. The Scanlons unable to take the throw. McCormack is the player who is heading off the pitch here for Manchester United. It has been quite eventful. I think, I could be quite wrong, but I think that's Jay McAvoy who's just come on. Yeah, it is straight into the action as well for McAvoy, number 14, who did just run out of play, so there's going to be a throw for Manchester United. McAvoy is a player for the goals as well. He scored 2 in the quarter-finals for the Red Devils against West Bromwich Albion in that 4-3 win. Here he is now. Started as well in the 6-1 win over Derby County for Manchester United as a 17-year-old. He's been at Manchester United since under-9s levels. West Ham struggling a little bit to clear their lines here. Now finally it's hooked forward, but there's no West Ham shirts forward at all. And Manchester United will pick up possession under no pressure at all. Jay McAvoy has the distinction of having represented both Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland at youth level. But here's West Ham over on the right side. Is this the moment? Surely a goal now might just be enough to do it. The shot comes in, it's blazed over the bar and out for a goal kick, and that might have been the moment. Well, normally when the ball falls to Dyke like that, charging from his own half, sprinting, Armour desperate to get back. And it's suddenly opened up for him onto his left foot for Andre Dyke, but he blazes it high and over. McAvoy, we've seen how to play. Took a deflection throw for Manchester United. We are moving into the 89th minute here. Still Tottenham 0, Crystal Palace 1 in the other semi-final taking place right now as I speak. Manchester United now with the ball over on the left-hand side, gaining and gaining the yards. It's trying to be fed through to the number 10, Gabriel. It is going to be possession back with West Ham. Well, a 90 almost up here, and it looks like we're going to need to go deeper into the afternoon here to settle this one. Could it even be back-to-back shootouts for West Ham United? They came through against Aston Villa via the penalty spot, and they beat Manchester United last season, West Ham, in the quarter-final stages in a penalty shootout after a 2-2 draw. Again, Cameron Burn-Hughes has got things going too quick. The referee just wants us to take it back. Now we're back underway. We are now in next goal wins phase, aren't we? Here's Balogun.
Junior, win the race!
Oh, it's a lovely ball over to the left side. If Scanlon can get there, it's just a little bit too much on it. It runs out of play. Can't imagine we're going to have too much time added on either. We had 3 subs in the game. No goals in this second half. Both goals coming in the opening 45 minutes. Kerr roughly just after the half-hour mark. And Gabriel, as we started to get towards half-time. Unwin. Balogun back to Scanlon. Just takes a bit of perfection, a timed ball. Well, somebody to take a risk, put a body into the box, and there was Thwaites to hook it away. And here's Ajayi over on the left side for Manchester United. Still Ajayi. He's had a very good game now, Ajayi, the number 11 for Manchester United. Very, very impressed. As has Nathaniel Brown, the number 7. Here is Helafu. Now it's Manchester United's turn, maybe, for one last attack. Mills pushes it to the left side. Here's Armour, the captain, further to the left wing now. Time almost up here in the 90. Nice little bit of trickery and skill, but eventually it's cut out well. There's Fujukwu, and he's finding himself out of position here, because here is Brown, the number 7. Feeds it through nicely over to the left-hand side with McAvoy to substitute. Brown again. Oh, sorry, apologies. Helafu over on the right side now. Trying to get it back into the buffer to throw. Taken quickly by McAvoy. Here's Mills. Manchester United getting further and further up the pitch here. West Ham defending deeper and deeper. Helafu. So well cut out by Jonathan Unwin. Here's Balogun, swamped by red shirts. Does so well to work out of trouble. Draws in the foul. I think it's going to be a yellow card, it looks like. Yes, it is, for Huel Helafu, the number 2 for Manchester United. Finds his name in the book. Have another look at it. Really so well worked out of trouble there by Magic Balogun, and just hauled down by Huel Helafu. There he is. The 17-year-old Leeds-born defender. Well, is there time? That's the question. Is there time for one last attack? Up it goes. It's going to run all the way through, and it's going to be a goal kick for Manchester United. Well, I didn't see how long it's going to be added on, but I can't imagine it's going to be more than 3 minutes, really. We've just had 3 substitutions in this half, no goals.
Outside white.
Madge! Run, Madge! Drive inside.
Here's Helafu to McAvoy. Drills it forward straight into a West Ham path. And that is full time here. 1-1. And we will have to continue here. No goals at all in the second half. Both goals coming in the first half, courtesy of Joel Kerr for West Ham and JJ Gabriel for Manchester United. And we will continue here. Don't go far, everybody. We'll have a quick turnaround. 2,331 of you watching right now. Thank you so much. Well. What do you make of that? We will have to go again. There is Kai Rooney, the number 16, of course, son of Wayne Rooney. Just limbering up there. Looks like we might see an appearance from him. Did come off the bench in the 6-1 win over Derby County as well. And whilst we wait for proceedings to continue, just a quick reminder as well of what we've got coming up for you on the West Ham United YouTube channel this Friday. The under-21s travel to Derby County. You can watch that at 7 o'clock kickoff. Watch it live. I'll be on commentary for that one. As we know, the men's senior side are in action tonight as well against Fulham away in the Premier League. Could be a huge game, that, with Leeds slipping up last night. The women not in action again until Wednesday the 18th of March, a home game against Manchester United, ironically, in the WSL. That'll be a 7:15 kickoff. The under-18s next in action on Saturday the 14th of March. That's an 11 o'clock kickoff in the under-18 Premier South away at Fulham. Well, we're just looking at some of the highlights now. That was the goal from JJ Gabriel. Fed through really nice by Armour. There's Watson, the number 5, latching onto it, reacting quicker than anybody else. And Gabriel doesn't miss there for his second goal in the under-18 Premier League Cup. He's scored 16 in the league this season. And there's another look at some of the replays. That was Medine. Wonderful strike on his right foot. Ball through from Scanlon. It just opened up ever so slightly, and if that had just dipped a little bit more, it would have been surely game, set and match. Well, I really appreciate you all tuning in. Please hit that like button if you haven't, and that subscribe as well. Get as many people watching as we possibly can. Remember, the under-21s have their own final to look forward to as well, the National League Cup final. Boreham Wood have allocated 1,250 tickets for away fans for the National League Cup final on Tuesday the 17th of March. That's a 7 o'clock kickoff. The tickets are available via ballot to West Ham season ticket holders until this Friday at 4 o'clock. Boreham Wood have very kindly confirmed that West Ham season ticket holders are free to attend as well if you get picked up in the ballot. To enter the ballot, season ticket holders need to log into their ticketing account, and the fixture will be available there. 4 o'clock this Friday, should the ballot not fill up, tickets will go on general sale. So please do come and support the boys. We want to fill that away end. Boreham Wood, of course, a club I know very well. I was there last night on commentary for Boreham Wood against York City in the National League. And we are about to get back underway here. And Kai Rooney comes on to the pitch. So Rooney is on. Kai Rooney, 16-year-old, of course Wayne Rooney's son. Did actually get an assist in that 6-1 win against Derby, setting up Noah Ajayi. And we require extra time here. Now the ball pushed over to the right side. Here is Brown. Very dangerous in the game for Manchester United. West Ham fans, who was your player of the match in the 90? Interested to see what you think.
That's 2 hands in his back. How far is he coming? Hold it, Chuck!
Trying to get a score update for you as well. See if it's finished over Tottenham, and it has. And Crystal Palace are in the final. It's finished Tottenham 0, Crystal Palace 1 in the other semi-final. So the Eagles are in the final. Now we need extra time here to see who will be playing, and will it be Manchester United? Will it be West Ham United? And Manchester United looking to break here on the left side. Hall down under the challenge. Free kick in a dangerous position over on the left side. JJ Gabriel winning the free kick. Just took it away at the last minute, didn't he? I think it's Reggie Morris, the offender there. What can the Red Devils do from here? Thank you to Manchester United for providing us with these live pictures today as well. The ball comes into the box. It's a bit of pinball that is taken away from the goal mouth area, and here's Brown now on the right side. Gabriel, it's pushed back to Brown. Can he keep it in? He can't. It's just going to run out of play, and it's going to be a goal kick for West Ham here. Both sides have had chances. It's not been full of them. It's only open in 10 minutes of the game. How long ago does that feel now? West Ham put the ball across the face of goal 3 times in fairly quick succession, but nobody was there to convert. Manchester United sort of grew in confidence as the first half went on. Both goals coming in the opening 45 minutes. Joel Kerr on the score sheet for West Ham just after the half-hour mark, and JJ Gabriel for Manchester United about 5 or 6 minutes to go to the break. 1-1 here. And into extra time. Penalty shootout if needed, if there are no goals here in extra time. Elefu. Another chance over on this right side. Back it goes to McAvoy, substitute coming on in the second half. Now it's with Thwaites, the man who went actually on the senior side's tour to Asia back in May. Back when Ruben Amorim was the gaffer. Here is Gabriel now. This is the 24th game of the season in all competitions for West Ham, and they've now scored in 22 with them, and do have a good record from the penalty spot if it does come to a shootout, coming through Aston Villa in the quarter-finals. And in last year's quarter-finals they beat Manchester United as well, also 5-4 from spot kicks. The Hammers will be confident if that's the case. Manchester United seeking revenge there with the holders back then. And dumped out by West Ham. The ball's into the box. It is going to be a goal kick. Manchester United still in the FA Youth Cup this season. A quarter-final tie coming up against Sunderland. And second in the Under-18 Premier North. Just a quick reminder, if you are just tuning in, how the Under-18 Premier League Cup works. We're in extra time now. 32 teams in total started the competition. They go into 8 groups of 4 teams. You play each team in your group once, and the team who finishes top progresses to the quarterfinals. It really is that simple. Scanlon pushes the ball over onto the right-hand side. West Ham, the current holders, of course, after beating Reading 2-1 in last season's final. They will not want to relinquish their crown without a fight. Over 2,000 of you tuning in now. Thank you so much for joining us this Wednesday lunchtime. In fact, we're well into the afternoon now, aren't we? 5 minutes past 2 here. McAvoy. It's going to be a bit of a foot race. Scanlon should get there first. Goes back to Hooper. Finley Hooper, who started the last 2 games for the West Ham Under-21s as well. 18-year-old Finley Hooper. He's got a great record as well for the Under-18s. I think he's, in his last 10 games that he's started, he's won 10 of them in the league. Manchester United over on the left side now. It's Ajayi. Just runs the ball out of play. Still in. Now it's gone out. Manchester United want something, but they're not going to get it. And Finley Hooper has the ball in his hands. 95 minutes in here. Extra time. First half of extra time. I thought it'd run out of play actually, but it was Harry Montague, the number 2 for West Ham, going toe-to-toe. Albert Mills now for Manchester United. 18-year-old Norwich-born centre-half. Here's Helafu charging forward, and if he'd made it through, it would have been absolutely delightful, but the captain, Callum Leacock, was there and read it better than anybody else. It's a real pleasure to be able to commentate on this game, and for a lot of West Ham Academy games. Ian Waterhouse guiding you through the action today. Here's Majid Balogun, who came on in the second half, as did this man, Jonathan Unwin. Here's Scanlon now, who's played the full game so far, full 96.5 minutes. This is the first half of extra time. Scanlon under pressure on the left side, does really well to release the ball, especially into the path of Obi. Into the box now, Chuck Obi. back it goes to Scanlon. Drills a low ball in, the shot comes in. It's had all venom taken off it from the deflection into the arms of Burn Hughes, and a big moment for West Ham comes to nothing. Foul there, can't really have too many arguments about that. I think it was Joel Kerr. Another chance to have a look at this. In it came to Joel Kerr. I think he just not quite connect with it how he was hoping. A big opportunity on the score sheet once today already, Joel Kerr. And it looks like he is now going to make way, and he does come off the pitch. So the number 10, Joel Kerr, comes off. And it is David Chiguara, the player who comes on. The 18-year-old who joined West Ham from Manchester City. Scored last goal coming against Southampton in that 5-2 win in the league. So David Chiguara on, Kerr off for West Ham. Another change. Only Thomas Johnler, the outfield player, left. No, Hooper's missed it completely. And it's been blazed wide, but Hooper's still down on the ground. Let's have another look at this. It's fed through by Ajay into the path of Kai Rooney, who does so well. Absolutely lightning quick feet there from Rooney to take it past Hooper, who missed the ball completely. And Hooper looks like he's hurted him and he's still down on the ground. Let's hope he's okay. West Ham do have Lonre Awesu, the backup goalkeeper for today's game, on the bench if required. He's a very good keeper as well, is Awesu. 18-year-old. He was played in the Premier League Cup final last season. Actually saved the penalty against Manchester United in the quarter-final shootout last season, Lonre Awesu. So if he is called upon, he'll have very fond memories of facing Manchester United. And we do have a brief pause in play whilst we wait. Well, don't forget the West Ham men's senior side in action tonight against Fulham, 7:30 kickoff. I'm sure you can't forget that. The women not in action until Wednesday the 18th of March in the WSL, 7:15 kickoff at home against Manchester United. As we've already said, the under-21s in action this Friday, 7 o'clock kickoff away at Derby County. You can watch that one live on the West Ham United YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to make sure you don't miss any of the action. The under-18s after this back in action on Saturday the 14th of March in the 11 o'clock kickoff in the under-18 Premier League South as they travel to Fulham. I'm pleased to say Hooper back on his feet and ready to get the on-field action back underway here. 5 minutes to go of the first half of extra time here. Remember, this has to be settled today. If required, we could well be heading to a penalty shootout. Be back-to-back penalty shootouts in this competition for West Ham as well. Needing spot kicks to settle the tie against Aston Villa in the quarter-finals. Manchester United came through West Brom at the last 8 stage by 4-3. In fact, their last penalty shootout in this competition was that defeat 5-4 against West Ham. West Ham the holders of this competition, of course. Manchester United won it the year before in 2024. The jeopardy is very real right now. You just sense the way that the game has gone. A goal for either side will more than likely be the winner. Here is Helafu. Now it's been given to Jay McAvoy. Came on late on in the second half for Manchester United. Beautiful day for football. A little bit of a breeze, but still very mild indeed. A nice change from all the rain we've had, of course. Manchester United, still Manchester United over on, creeping towards the box. Armour picks it up. Well, how many of you West Ham fans have ever been up to Manchester, and in particular Old Trafford? The actual White City Stadium was a greyhound and stock car racing track in the 50s and 70s. It's now the White City Retail Park site in Trafford. And Old Trafford Hall is supposed to be where the Trafford family lived since the year 1017, which is quite possibly where the name Old Trafford for the area has come from. There is Brown now on the right side. A little bit of geography and useless history information there for you, everybody. There is Thwaites. Manchester United looking ever so slightly more likely to score at the minute, holding on to the possession, although West Ham have had the best chance of extra time. And the ball falling to Joel Kerr. Couldn't quite catch it right, and it fell into the arms of a very grateful Cameron Byrne-Hughes. Seen a lot of the ball, Manchester United, but as of yet unable to break through the West Ham defence for a second time in the game. 1-1 here. Just a couple of minutes to go, and Brown, he's quick, but he's not that quick to latch onto it. And Finley Hooper takes it. Just under 2 minutes to go, the first part of extra time here up in Manchester for this Under-18 Premier League Cup semi-final. We've got any Crystal Palace fans tuning in now to see who they're going to be facing in the final. If you have tuned in, great to have you along. You're more than welcome. It's a safe place and good place to come and watch your football here on the West Ham United YouTube channel. Crystal Palace beating Tottenham earlier in the other semi-final. The Eagles guaranteed a spot now in the last two. Who is going to be joining them? Is it going to be Manchester United or West Ham? We will find out for certain within the next half hour. Could even be less time than that. Will we need penalties? Here's Mills. Back to Byrne-Hughes. Just taking the ball forward. Yeah. Pace of play just seems to slow down a notch until suddenly there's a burst of energy, as we're suddenly seeing right now from Noah Ajayi. But Montague does really well to just hold him up and halt his progression, win the ball back. Now it goes for a throw for Manchester United. 30 seconds left to go of this period, first period of extra time. This is Manchester United's 27th game in all competitions, and they've now scored in 24 of those this season. As I said though, they are beatable here. It's 3 home games this season against Manchester City, Sunderland and Everton, all coming in the league though. Balogun, it's still Balogun. And here's Dyke, working his way into the box for West Ham United. Gets a shot away, it forces Byrne-Hughes into making the save. Corner right at the end of the first period of extra time here. Well, Majid Balogun has looked really bright since coming on, the number 16 for West Ham, towards the end of the second half. Here is Dyke again, going toe-to-toe with Watson. Forces the save from Byrne-Hughes. And maybe it might just be a set piece needed to settle these two sides. Big thank you to Manchester United for providing us with these live pictures today. And here's Joe Scanlon with the corner. Dead ball specialist, the number 3 for the Hammers. Surely this will be the last action of the first period. And Byrne-Hughes was reaching for it. Couldn't quite get there. Did he get a touch on it? That's the question here. In it comes again. Well, I think he got something on that, Cameron Byrne-Hughes. It did run out of play. And it is another corner. Scanlon goes from the corner taker. And I think he is going to take this one as well, is he? No, he's not. It's going to be Montague to take it. So Scanlon goes from corner taker to attacker. And now Montague to take it from the left side. It comes in. It's on the roof of the net. Not a bad effort, and that is half-time in extra time here. Two sides yet to be separated. We've had an extra 15 minutes already. We need another 15 here, and who knows, maybe a penalty shootout. Thank you to all of you for tuning in. Don't go anywhere. 2,214 of you tuning in right now. We really do appreciate it. Stay with us right to the end. We are going right to the end here. Over 440 of you have hit that like button as well. Thank you so much for supporting the young Hammers this afternoon. It's 18 minutes past 2. And we are going deeper and deeper and deeper into this game. What a cracker we are witnessing here up in Manchester. 1-1 after 105 minutes. These two sides unable to be separated. It all kicked off in the first half though. Joel Kerr giving West Ham United the lead just after the half-hour mark. Gabriel levelling things up with about 5 or 6 minutes to go before the break. And ever since then, these two sides just unable to break each other down. We need another 15 minutes at least, and maybe a penalty shootout. Congratulations to Crystal Palace under-18s. They have beaten Tottenham Hotspur earlier today, so Crystal Palace will be in the final. Will it be Manchester United or West Ham? Like I say, we will know within the next half an hour. Well, one thing we definitely know is that the under-21s are in the final of the National League Cup, where they will take on Boreham Wood. And Boreham Wood have allocated 1,250 tickets for away fans for the National League Cup final on Tuesday, 17th of March at 7 o'clock. They are available via ballot to West Ham season ticket holders until this Friday at 4 o'clock. And Boreham would have confirmed that West Ham season ticket holders will get to attend for free if you're successful in that ballot. To enter the ballot, season ticket holders need to log into their ticketing account, and the fixture will be made available there. At 4 o'clock this Friday, should the ballot not fill up, tickets will go on general sale. We'd love to have you there. Like I said, I'm up at Meadow Park a lot, the home of Boreham Wood. It is a lovely ground up there, and that final will be something special. Leeds under-21s won it last season. West Ham were the only academy side actually to make it through into the latter stages of the tournament. So it could be back-to-back academy sides winning the National League Cup. Looks like we've got a change here for Manchester United. As soon as I can see the number on the back, I'll let you know. Fortunately, they don't inform me, and it looks like it is Duca and Koto who has come on, represented England at under-15s level. 2 caps actually for England under-15s, 1 goal. And it is going to be Morris to get us back underway. Well, this is it now. This is the final 15 minutes of outfield play, no matter what. And if we don't get a goal here, we will go to a penalty shootout to settle this one. And here is Dyke. Well, Dyke has scored a fair few late goals this season. 15 goals in all competitions. Oh, how he would like to get on the score sheet now. The ball's whipped all the way across. That was Chigwada. And it's going to run out of play for a Manchester United throw over on the far side, deep inside their own half. I have to be honest as well, neither side has really looked like breaking through. There have been some chances in the game. In extra time, Joel Kerr with one of the best chances of the game, actually, the ball falling to him inside the box, but he just couldn't get his foot wrapped around it enough. Here is Nkoto now on the left side, literally just come onto the pitch for Manchester United. Switching it over to the right-hand side with Brown. It's still Brown. He gets a shot away into the back of the net. And Manchester United have taken the lead. It's Nathaniel Brown with the thunderbolt of the shot. And could that be the magic moment that the Red Devils have needed? Well, there is Nkoto, who's literally just come onto the pitch. Good vision to find Brown over on the right-hand side. I thought he was going to pass it back, but he got the shot in instead, and it beats Hooper between the sticks for West Ham United. On his left foot, from Nathaniel Brown, who has certainly got a good claim to being player of the match this afternoon. The number 7 for Manchester United has been the architect of so much that is good for Manchester United this afternoon. And the 17-year-old who's been at Manchester United since he was 12 years of age gives the Red Devils the lead here. It's Manchester United 2, West Ham United 1 in the semi-final of the Under-18 Premier League Cup. And really, it is now or never for West Ham. They have to find a goal in the next 13 minutes. Otherwise, their journey in this competition will come to an end. They're unbeaten in 10 games in this competition. They're the defending champions. They haven't lost since the quarter-final stage in 2024. But if it stays like this, the Hammers will be out. Morris. Unwin pushes it over to the left side. McAvoy trying to win the ball back. This box. Ball still working its way in, and it needs to be cleared off the line. The shot comes in again. It's in a cluster of bodies, and somehow Burns Hughes has managed to get it into his body. They're going to throw everything at it now, West Ham. Here is Nkoto. He's got Gabriel on the overlap. Decides to somehow, he still comes away with the ball. Now he feeds it through to Gabriel, but I think Gabriel probably knew he wasn't going to get there, or he just ever so slightly straight offside. Ball leaps over the head there of Rooney. Here is Rooney. Now it's back with McAvoy. And Manchester United, if they want, can just hold on to the ball here and slow the play down. Here is captain Dan Armour. That looks exactly like the tactic Manchester United are going to employ here. They've got to hold on for 11 minutes. If they do, they will be in the final. And now it's fed through. Here's Kai Rooney. It's Kai Rooney to surely send Manchester United into the final. And it's into the back of the net. And it's Rooney on the score sheet for Manchester United. It just has a certain ring to it, doesn't it? And surely, with just over 10 minutes to go, it's game, set and match. It was a beautiful ball through into the path. Rooney still a lot of work to do. He sends Hooper the wrong way. Quick feet, and look how fast Kai Rooney is. Well, is that game set and match now? Manchester United 3, West Ham United 1 here in the second half of extra time, and suddenly Manchester United have hit the accelerator pedal. West Ham had to gamble, they had to risk, and it just left them exposed at the back. And Kai Rooney on the score sheet here. Got an assist in the 6-1 win over Derby County. Looks like a Jerry Ashar has just come on, the number 12 now for Manchester United as well, surely to see this game out. I know Kai Rooney's dad Wayne was there to watch the 6-1 mauling of Derby County last time out. I don't know if he's here today, but certainly he'll be a very proud dad indeed, and rightly so. He did score in the 6-0 win over Birmingham City in the Premier League Cup. Kai Rooney, this is his second goal in this competition. And it came at a time that might well have just sealed the deal for the Red Devils, the 2024 Under-18 Premier League Cup winners. Look like they're heading to the final. Rooney's going to chase after it anyway. He's not going to give up anything. There's no lost causes, and he's full of energy, is Rooney, as he looks to try and get back into play. West Ham Still got time on the clock. There's still 8 minutes left. As we say, thank you to Manchester United for providing us with these live pictures today. It goes to Burn Hughes. He'll be in no rush at all. And the nail-biting finish that I think we were going to have is just got a little bit more relaxed for Manchester United. Up it goes. Headed back by Thomas Johnler, who in all of the furore and the goal-scoring celebrations has come on for West Ham United. Ball goes straight out of play. Thomas Johnler is a 17-year-old. He's actually a Lithuania youth international. Joined West Ham at under-14s level. Made his under-18s debut and he was still part of the under-15 setup for West Ham. There's still a lot to look forward to for the West Ham Academy this season. Like we said, the under-21s are in the National League Cup final. The under-17s are in the under-17 Premier League Cup final. And there's still league action to come for West Ham under-18s this season. Currently started today 6th in the table. 9 off Tottenham, who sit top, but the Hammers do have a game in hand, although games are very quickly running out in the under-18 Premier League South. And to reach the semi-finals of this tournament is no mean feat. To go 10 games unbeaten in this competition is something that West Ham should be very proud of. It looks like it's going to come to an end today, but they can still be very proud of their efforts. Here's Gabriel, he gets the shot in, he's just pulled it wide, and it's a goal kick for West Ham. I mean, I'm talking like it's over. It's not done yet. Still 6 minutes on the clock. West Ham are more than capable of scoring 2 in the next 6. But it is all going to be all hands to the pump now. They're going to have to take risks, and the risk that they took with getting bodies forward, it allowed Rooney to latch onto a lovely ball through. Ended up 1-on-1 and got the better of Finlay Hooper. Rooney on the score sheet for Manchester United. Feels like it's the mid-2010s again, doesn't it? Dan Fletcher in the dugout for Manchester United. Rooney on the pitch. We even saw Sir Jim Ratcliffe was here, who was watching some of the first half action. I don't know if he's still here now, but he was supporting the young Manchester United players. Up it goes, here's McAvoy now. It's McAvoy. Still McAvoy. Try to feed it through into the box, but Callum Leacock got a vital touch on it. Here's Morris now. Absolutely swamped by red shirts. Actually does well to draw in the foul and keep possession for West Ham.
Wait, Kai, you got this one. Wait, let them pass through here. Let go. Let pass through. Let Kai. Win it.
Hammer's looking to try and get the ball forward.
Man on, body. Go, Jay.
McAvoy, ball over the top. JJ Gabriel is lurking towards the edge of the D now. It's Rooney. It's still Rooney. Gets a shot away. It forces the save, and it's a corner now. 4 minutes to go. Well, I've been trying to be as optimistic as I can, but the minutes just keep ticking by. And just as Rooney took that shot, it looks like the pitches just froze a little bit there, but I must say thank you to Manchester United for sending us these pictures through today. We've got 3.5 to go. Manchester United look like they are going to be taking on Crystal Palace in the final of the Under-18 Premier League Cup. The 2024 winners going to be back in the final once again. It'll be a second final in 3 years for the Red Devils, and the holders West Ham United are heading out. Manchester United are going to get revenge for that quarter-final defeat at the hands of West Ham last season. But as I say, there's a lot to be proud of for the under-18s for West Ham. 10 games unbeaten up until today in this competition. Yellow card is shown for the captain, Callum Leacock. Late challenge there, late lunge there on Rooney. And now Manchester United are going to have another opportunity here. Time almost up. With the 2-goal cushion, it's really taken all of the jeopardy out of it in this second half of extra time. Remember, it was 1-1 all the way up to about the 107th minute of this game. Now West Ham looking to break out. You just never know. Pulled back. Scanlon. You sense you may as well just chuck everybody up now for West Ham. Just over a minute and a half to go. Can't really be too many arguments about that. The blatant shirt tug there from the number 8, Jim Thwaites. Need to commit the offence just to slow the momentum down for West Ham. This has got to be a goal if there is any slight glimmer of hope here. Dyke. Again, every time he gets the ball, there's 2 red shirts immediately on him. It's been that way the whole game. And Manchester United pick up the ball. And a few more precious seconds go to waste, or do they? Here's the opportunity. The shot comes in and it's just been dragged wide. Well, that really needed to go in just to set up a bit of a grandstand finish. Balogun, who's been really good since coming on for West Ham, close to the end of the 90. And you can just sense his disappointment there, and that will surely be that. Well, thank you to all of you for tuning in. There's still over 1,700 of you watching and supporting the Young Hammers. It really does mean a lot. We really appreciate it. And here's Rooney for United. He's still lurking a little bit of space. Picks the ball up again.
Keep the ball. Keep connected.
And there we go. It is all over for West Ham United. Their journey in the Under-18 Premier League Cup finally comes to an end. The last time they lost in this competition was all the way back in the quarter-final stage in 2024. It's a 10-game run that is now over. That saw them lift the title last season, reaching the semi-finals this season. Manchester United, the 2024 champions, are back in the final where they will take on Crystal Palace. It has been a thoroughly entertaining afternoon. Thank you to all of you for sticking with us and tuning in on a Wednesday afternoon. We do really, really appreciate it. Just a quick reminder, you can watch the Under-21s in action this Friday, 7 o'clock kickoff, away at Derby County, live and free on the West Ham United YouTube channel. I'll be on commentary for that one, so make sure you join us. It would be great to have you along. It has ended up in disappointment here for the Under-18s, but there's an awful lot to be proud of still. Here, up in Manchester, it's finished Manchester United 3, West Ham United 1 after extra time. And unfortunately, it's disappointment for the Young Hammers. Manchester United against Crystal Palace is the Under-18 Premier League Cup final. We'll be back on Friday for the Under-21s. Make sure you tune in for that one. I've been your commentator, Ian Waterhouse. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you Friday. Have a great rest of your week.